Problem 968, use your patterns from lesson 911 to decide if the squares listed below will form a right triangle. Part A, squares with side lengths 6, 8, and 10 meters. All right, so it tells us to use those patterns that we found in lesson 911 to decide whether or not these will form a right triangle. So that pattern was that the two smaller areas, so the smaller and the medium area, those must add up to equal the largest area. So in this case, to find the area, we just do length times width, which is going to be 6 squared, 8 squared, and 10 squared, since it is squares we are talking about. So that's going to give us 6 times 6 gives us 36. And then 8 times 8 is 64. Oops, I'm not multiplying these, I'm adding these. So I'm adding the two areas. So 36 plus 64. And then 10 times 10 gives us 100. So 36 plus 64, when we add those, it does equal 100. And 100 on both sides, 100 is equal to 100. So yes, this does make a right triangle. All right, let's have a look at part B. So part B says squares with areas 64 inches squared, 100 inches squared, and 144 inches squared. Well, remember those two smaller areas, if we have a right triangle, then they should add up to the larger area. So now for this, they're already giving us the area. So if we add 64 and 100, it should add up to 144. If not, then we just don't have a right triangle. So 64 plus 100 equals 164. Uh-oh, and that is not equal to 144. So no, we do not have a right triangle. All right, part C, two squares with side length 5 feet and a square with an area of 50 square feet. So we do need to find the areas of those two squares with side lengths 5 feet. So 5 times 5 is 25. That's for my first square. And it's going to be 25 for my second square as well, because both of those squares had side lengths of 5 feet. Now, they give us the area for the third one, which is 50 square feet. All right, so 25 plus 25, when we add those two areas, we get an area of 50. And we have 50 on both sides, which works. That is balanced. That is equal. So yes, these lengths would make a right triangle. All right, and finally for part D, we need to explain how you know whether three squares will join at their corners to form a right triangle. Well, this is really quite easy, and we did talk about this in previous lessons. So, it's just using words to explain what we did in A, B, and C, like how we determine, does it make a right triangle? Well, remember we said the two smaller areas must add up to equal the largest area. All right, and that is all for 968.